Previously on Bloodlines. Wait, what? What's down there? Is that? Yeah, that's an ancient city. That's probably where I'm going to die. And welcome back to the Bloodlines SMP. Today, I have a crazy idea. You see, one of the best places to get OP items, especially in this early game, is an ancient city. Specifically looking for those notch apples. So today, I want to take over an ancient city. And I have a plan to do it in a safe way, as long as I don't mess up. So no messing around today, and let's get straight into it. Alright, so we need to get down to the ancient city. So I figure using some wool is the best way to do it. So wait, what? Is that bats? Okay, that's bats. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. That freaked me out for a second, but I think there's some bats flying around. I'm a little nervous, especially because this does not have very much margin of error. And I cannot afford to get caught by a warden. So I'm going to take things nice and slow as I come down to the ancient city. And just be very, very careful because I don't want to die. So I think this location should work. So basically what I want to do here is set up a way to stop wardens from spawning anywhere in this world completely. So first I need to surround this shrieker with wool so I don't activate it while I'm preparing this area. And of course taking things very, 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 very slow. The last thing I want is to set off the shrieker before I have the spawn proofing set up. Ooh, that was close. So the idea is very simple overall. What we're doing is we found a flat area with a naturally spawned shrieker, and that shrieker will be surrounded by water in an 11 by 11 area, making sure that there's no blocks above or anywhere below specifically so that warden cannot spawn because the water actually blocks the spawning. So I just need to clear out some of these sensors and then clear out some of the area here so we can make sure that we have a completely spawn-proofed location. And it's always nerve-wracking to break anything in an ancient city. But as long as everything is surrounded by wool and everything is prepared correctly, then this should be fairly straightforward and fairly simple. I just don't want to mess up. Let's break this catalyst, and let's just hope I don't have any... Okay. And let's block off these sensors and the catalyst close by. These ones don't necessarily need to be broken, but let's just block them off to make sure that I don't accidentally trigger any of the shriekers. The last thing I want to do here is spawn a warden before I'm prepared for this. So I'm going to be very, very cautious, take things very, very, very slow. I know I've said that a few times, but to be honest right now, my heart is pumping. My hands are getting a little bit sweaty, so I just need to remind myself that I've got to take things slow. Okay, this shrieker I don't need, so let's break it. And then we can start preparing the area around this last shrieker. The next step here is to replace this block with wool temporarily, eventually replacing that with a solid block, and then creating a 1x3 by 2 deep trench that will place a piston at the far end with an iron chain facing in the horizontal direction, and then next to the piston a repeater on 4 ticks, and eventually we'll put a skulk sensor next to that repeater, but I don't want to put that there yet, just to make sure. And then I need to clear out this area for an 11 by 11 spot. And there's a chest here, so I'm gonna check out that chest. Oh, hey, let's go. Heck yeah, that's why I'm doing this, so I can get a ton of different amazing loot. But after that awesome pull from the first chest, let's continue to set this up so I can go loot the rest of this city. And the next step after we've cleared it a little bit is to add the skulk sensor in place. And this shouldn't activate the shrieker yet, as the shrieker is still completely surrounded by wool, so we should be good. And then we put solid blocks above. And you can see that sensor is now activating the piston. Eventually we'll put an arrow there. And let me just check to make sure we've got enough space. And it looks like we need to clear out more space. So let me do that really quick and get right back. Okay, with the rest of the space cleared out, it's time to put in all the water. And this water is specifically just to block the spawning of the warden. So when we put a bucket of water 2 blocks diagonal from the center in each cardinal direction. And let me run and grab the last 2 water buckets here, and then we should be good to start removing the wool in just a second. And I brought just enough water, thankfully. And just have to fight the current to get back to the middle here, and then we'll place the last 2 buckets. Again, we're going 2 blocks diagonally from the center. And then we'll do it again over here. And we should be in good shape now to remove the wool. And this is nerve-wracking, to be honest. I am very, very nervous that I may have screwed something up. So hopefully I haven't screwed things up and we are ready to completely remove the wool and then hopefully not spawn a warden in my face. And I don't know if this step is necessary, but I think it's a good idea to waterlog the Shrieker. I don't know if you need to waterlog the Shrieker. I can't remember if wardens can spawn on a non-waterlog Shrieker. So I'm going to go ahead and just waterlog it. And of course, having to fight this current again, which is kind of a pain. Yeah, this is going to be a bit. Come on. Let's, this way, fight the current a little bit better on the other side. And we'll break the last wool on top. And then we've got 1 more wool block to break. And we break that last wool block if I can get to it. And replace it with a solid block. And we've set off the Shrieker, which is good. We want to set off the Shrieker now. So now if I grab my bow and work my way over, and the goal is to shoot an arrow on the piston, and then the bouncing arrow will constantly activate the Shrieker. And as long as this Shrieker is activated constantly and there's not a space for the warden to spawn, then we should be good to travel anywhere in this ancient city at least and not have to deal with it. And that's 4, so... Okay, that sound was the warden trying to spawn, and it didn't spawn. So I think we are in business. That sound is awfully scary, but I think we're in good shape. This warden, yep, the Shrieker is constantly going off, and we are not spawning a warden. So if I go over to this Shrieker, stand on it, jump around, do whatever I want, and it cannot spawn a warden over here. So we are in business. So let's go loot this ancient city. Power 5, that's good. Swift Sneak 3, heck yes. Respiration's good. I totally forgot about regen potions, to be honest. So this is actually going to be really good. And my shulker from the beginning of the series is a mess. So this chest is going to get a whole bunch of junk as I replace it with the regen potions in my shulker box. Oh crap, oh crap. I guess I unloaded the piston, so let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Oh boy. Don't find me, warden. Don't find me. So... Oh boy. Okay, I think I'm safe. I think I am good. So I need to chunk load that immediately. That is the next thing I need to do. But before we head back down, I want to listen to some of the spoils of my looting. This song is such a banger, one of the best, especially when it drops. And with a little bit of fun and stress relief done, it's time to get the rest of the materials for this chunk loader. First by getting some obsidian, because I need to make another portal chunk loader, because the version of Minecraft we're playing is did not have the ender pearl chunk loaders yet. We're back into the ancient city to build this chunk loader, and it's going to be fun having to deal with the darkness effects while we build this. So first, I want to put a dispenser facing up, and this will be where the minecarts come out. And clearing the spot behind, putting a hopper, and then putting a redstone torch on the front of the dispenser. And then placing a solid block on top of that redstone torch. Using a detector rail to be the location where the minecarts will be dispensed to. Making sure the detector rail is at an angle so it pushes the minecart into the portal once it's built. And then we build the portal with the base of the portal over the hopper. Eventually we'll put a hopper minecart in that bottom of the base of the portal. And then we place a lever on the dispenser, and this will activate the chunk loader once everything is set up. And then we finish building the portal, which I'm glad I went to grab some more obsidian, because I just had enough obsidian to build this portal with one extra. And I did put stuff in the corners, just not obsidian, so Etho, don't get too mad. And with the portal built, we're going to put a piece of glass on the back and the front, and this will prevent the minecart entity items from falling out of the way. And then we'll put a couple torches so we can see a little bit better. This darkness is a lot of fun to deal with. And then we'll place in a hopper minecart that will go into the block of obsidian. This picks up the minecarts as they travel through the portal once they're destroyed on the nether side. And then placing a piece of glass over the detector rail. Again, this keeps the minecart entities from falling out of the incorrect place. And with that piece of glass placed down, we're just about done on the overworld side of the chunk loader. With the overworld side built, let's send a minecart through. And I think I need to move the hopper minecart a little bit further in. But as long as we get a minecart through, then we should be good. Okay, one went through, and now it's time to head through to the nether portal, which is the first time I'm going to the nether in this world. Oh. Let's hope the spawn isn't that bad. Okay, not too bad. I guess 2 went through. Okay. Okay, so the portal is in a good spot. So now we need to set up fire on both sides of the nether portal and then put glass on top of those. The fire will immediately break the minecarts, sending them back through the portal. And the glass above the fire will protect us from when we go through the portal so we don't accidentally walk into the fire and potentially injure or kill ourselves. And just break this minecart so it's out of the way, and throw it through the portal. So it should end up back in the hopper and dispenser on the other side. I'll place a piece of netherrack here, which will light on fire in just a second here, but before that we'll put a piece of glass above on each side of the portal. Again, this is just to prevent us from taking any unnecessary damage if we come back through this portal. And grab my flint and steel and light each side. And the nether side should be good now, so let's head back in and activate this chunk loader. So we activate this chunk loader by making sure we've got 2 minecarts placed into the dispenser, which for some reason looks like we only have 1, so I think the other one's stuck in the hopper, so we should be in good shape. So we just need to flick the lever to activate the chunk loader, and we should be good. As you can see, the minecart is flicking in and out. So now we should be safe to go wherever we want in any ancient city in the entire Minecraft world. We can run by shriekers, we can jump on them, and do whatever we want. So let's do some looting. Okay, I think I'm coming up in the last city I want to loot before I move on to the next thing. I'm getting a little nervous that I'm coming up in a cave. I hear some zombies, so let's just be careful. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh crap, run, 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 run. Just run, just run. Oh no, no, dang it! Dang it. I didn't see the hole. Just one small mistake will kill you in a hardcore world. Well, I had 6 enchanted golden apples on me. So the coordinates were in the top left. If anybody on this server wants to go get them, then be my guest. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to disappoint. I definitely had some big plans for the series, and I guess they'll just have to be passed on to the next generation. They say you die twice. First, when you actually die, and second, when you are forgotten. And what's so great about this series is that I am not going to be forgotten easily. For my legacy will be carried on by another creator. And even though a silly mistake killed me in this series, my bloodline will live on in this, the Bloodlines SMP. So if you happen to be a content creator and want to join this SMP in my place, check the description for the link for the Discord where applications are open. But anyway, I love you guys to death. If you made it to the end of the video, you are a legend. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video.